You hear about it all the time, stem cell therapy. But did you know this could help regrow your hair follicles? John Comandari, the president of Beyond Stem Cells, joins me now. It's so good to talk to you. Let's talk about why someone should use stem cells to regrow their hair.
Well, you know what? Stem cells and growth factors are the wave of the future. They help regenerate follicles, bones, and tissue. It's amazing what it's doing out there.
Yeah, amazing. I want to see some results that people are getting with this stem cell therapy.
Yeah.
So let's take a peek. Look at this. It's really astounding.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, so people are getting some amazing results. After a few months after the treatment, you start seeing baby hairs on the area. And after a couple more months, the follicles just open up, and the hair shaft just gets thicker and thicker, and that's when we see the thickness of the hair. It's amazing.
It really is. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And I see men and women, and really younger and older are using this.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, we got some patients that are under 20s, and they're getting great results. Under 70s, same thing.
Yeah, and of course, so many people are, saying, you know what, stem cell therapy is a way better option than surgery.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, if you can avoid surgery, do it. With stem cells, there's no pain, no downtime, and no chance for infections.
So why would you recommend Beyond Stem Cells to our viewers?
Well, first of all, our procedure is painless, affordable, and it works. If you want to increase your confidence levels, give us a call. I mean, it's unbelievable what it can do for you.
So talk to me about the procedure. How long does the procedure take? And then let's talk about recovery time.
Well, the procedure from start to finish is 30 minutes. It's amazing, minor discomfort. After the procedure, there's no recovery time. And after you leave the office, there's no more pain. You can do whatever you need to do the rest of your day.
That's awesome. And what other services do you provide?
Well, we offer stem cells and growth factors for the knees, shoulders, and the hips. We're helping regenerate those joints so people can start getting back to the gym, walking, hiking, doing some fun stuff in life.
Yeah, and you were telling me, you've personally used this, and it really is a confidence booster.
Yeah, sure, 100%, yeah, because I was missing all my hair on the front, and after about 14 months, I got my hair back. I feel great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You look great. All
you.
the befores and afters look great. Again, it's for men and women of all ages, and it's just having a beautiful effect. So thank you so much for sharing.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. And just grab your phone now, because the first 15 callers will receive $500 off your first treatment, plus guaranteed results in 6 months, or the second treatment is free. So call now for a free consult with one of their doctors or hair specialists. 833-720-7836, and find them online, BeyondStemCellsDenver.com.
Glad you're with us on Mile High Living. I'm Gina Bellich. Stay with us, because we're giving away a handful of tickets to this weekend's Sportsman Expo. But first, imagine having your confidence again to live life to the fullest. This can start by having natural, thicker hair. Look your best in 2019, and if you're one of the millions of people experiencing thinning hair, stay with us, because there's a deal not to miss. Joining us, Dr. Kent Beams, medical director and board certified in regenerative medicine, and Beyond Stem Cells patient and former professional bodybuilder, John Comandari. Thanks, guys, for being with us.
Thank you, Gina.
All right, Doc, we're going to start with you. First of all, why do you use stem cells in growth factors actually to regrow hair?
Well, because it helps to regenerate the hair follicle itself. There's very few treatments that can do that. If you talk about hair transplants, that's a surgical procedure. And people are using platelet-rich plasma, which has been somewhat effective, but this seems to be much more powerful.
So I guess as simply as you can, which is not always the easiest thing to do, can you kind of explain how it actually works?
Okay. Stem cell growth factors come from placenta and cord. If you think about the people wonder, well, why do we use these? We use this because never in the life of a human being do you have more growth factors than when you're in the womb.
Gotcha.
And so that allows us to use that potential that's tied up there and regenerate tissues in people that are significantly older than that.
Yes, exactly, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at some really great pictures. And when you see these, explain the results that we're seeing after treatment.
Well, what you're usually seeing is a gradual thickening of the hair and an extension. What's interesting about this, even though we inject in certain areas, it tends to flow a little bit underneath in the scalp, and so you get wider areas than what you think you're treating to begin with.
This looks really nice. I mean, you've seen all the things, like for instance, this one right here. It really does look like a natural head of hair.
Yes.
Okay, so when we talk about this, you mentioned PRP. So what's the difference then between, let's say, PRP and the amniotic fluid?
Well, it's an order of magnitude different in the growth factors. In other words, the PRP can only use the growth factors that you personally have in your system. This is now recruiting the tissues that are in a full-term baby that is delivered healthy, and that actually jumpstarts our growth and our regeneration.
Well, if anybody out there is interested in any of these results or talking at all about any of this, go ahead and call this number 833-720-7836. You can also just go to BeyondStemCells.com if you have any questions or want some more information about that. So when you talk about this, Doc, you talk stem cell growth factor therapy instead of surgery. I mean, it seems like a natural choice, right?
Right. I mean, it's significantly less costly. It's actually patients usually say that by the time they leave the office, they don't have any significant pain. And when you're doing surgery on the scalp, you certainly are left. You don't have that result. You have some discomfort for quite some time.
I would assume then that the recovery process is a lot shorter, if at all, right?
Yeah, it's basically like I say. So far, most patients say by the time they're headed home, they don't really feel anything.
That is awesome. Well, John, we go to you because, boy, you look great, first of all.
Thank you.
So tell us how this has changed you. Tell us about what you think of all of it.
Yeah, it's actually great. I mean, it changed my life. A few weeks after the treatment, I started noticing some baby hairs growing on my bald spots on the front of my head. And I got super excited. And now, 8 months later, it's been great. My hair's a lot fuller. I'm a lot more confident, and I'm loving life again.
Well, it looks great, and it looks natural, and especially being here close up, I can see it. I mean, you feel very confident. You can tell that the confidence is it's awesome. Your real hair, right?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, let's go back to that number in case anyone wants. It's 833-720-7836, or just go to BeyondStemCells.com if you have any questions, or again want to know more information, or excuse me, BeyondStemCells.com. When we talk about this, when you went through the treatment, was it painful at all? No,
not at all, actually. So I felt minor discomfort for that 35 to 45 minutes during the treatment. Then after I left the office, there was no pain whatsoever. Then I went back to work. So it was amazing, So it's easy. I would recommend this to anybody. It worked for me, and it can work for anybody out there.
So how long has it been completely, I guess, since the treatment?
8 months. 8 months, actually, on the 10th of January. So yeah, it's been great. I noticed my hair's getting thicker every single day, and my confidence level are just up. So.
That's great. So would you recommend this? Obviously you would, but what would you say to someone who's sitting there going, I don't know if there's any hope for me out there? Because a lot of men and even women feel that way. I mean, they feel so low after kind of feeling like they don't see the same person in the mirror anymore. What would you say to them?
I would say that if you really if you're not feeling confident about your hair, you should give it a try, because it really works. First of all, it's painless. It's safe and doesn't cost too much, and the results are unbelievable. It can change your life.
And I think I said the website wrong before, so let me correct that. It is BeyondStemCellsDenver.com. So let's make sure we have that. The number again is 833-720-7836. I love talking about this stuff. It is so nice, and to see your happiness about those success rates. It's so great to do that as well. Guys, thanks so much. It's been so great to have you here. Let's go ahead and make sure everyone understands that Renew Your Lease on Life. Dr. Kent Beams is offering one free consultation. That's a $150 value, folks. Give his office a call at 1-833-720-STEM. That's 1-833-720-7836. Right now, only for Mile High Living viewers. Now take $500 off all stem cell treatments. Visit BeyondStemCellsDenver.com. I said that wrong before. It is BeyondStemCellsDenver.com. They paid for today's segment. Welcome back. Imagine living life again to the fullest, being able to move past any pain you might have. That's now possible thanks to Beyond Stem Cells Denver. Joining us is Dr. Kent Beams, Medical Director and Board Certified in Regenerative Medicine, and also with us, Beyond Stem Cells patient and former professional bodybuilder, John Comandari. Thanks, guys, for being with us.
Thank you, Gina.
Let's talk about this. I was telling you before we even got on air how excited I am about this. If there are people out there who are in pain, you really need to focus in on what we're going to be talking about today. So, doctor, can you tell us more about stem cell and the growth factors and how it can actually eliminate pain?
Certainly. Again, the pain that's coming is because the joint surface has been damaged and it's no longer as smooth as it should be. It doesn't operate, so it creates inflammation. What happens with stem cells is we're regenerating that surface, and when you regenerate that surface, the pain goes away.
So, in simple terms, I know we don't have a lot of time, and you know so much more about this than me or probably our average viewer. Can you kind of describe how that works?
Well, again, what we're doing is recreating the process when the joint was first formed.
Okay.
We're going back with stem cells and growth factors and going back to basically like before you were born, and using those same factors that were there to create the joint in the first place.
Which a lot of people, I think, didn't even realize could be done. I mean, that just seems so far out there that that could actually happen. So what are some of the most commonly treated areas?
Probably knees are number one, followed by shoulders, and then the hips.
Okay. Now, why would you say, are those just because they cause the most discomfort for people, or are they easier to treat, would you say?
Well, they're the most, I mean, wear and tear on knees is just huge because of the activities people do. Shoulders is usually because people are decongestioned and they damage the shoulder. And then hips, they're a more substantial joint, you know, so they take a little bit longer to wear down.
Yeah.
And I think that's basically the reason.
I want to let people know the phone number and the website that you can go to, 833-720-7836, or go to BeyondStemCellsDenver.com if you want more information. That's just to get that out there if anyone's wondering right now. Now, when we're talking about this, why should they opt for something like this over surgery?
Well, if we had a motto, it would be regenerate, don't replace. Having said that, if you actually have damage to the joint, to the bone itself, where the surface has now been ruined, then that's a place for orthopedic surgery. I tell people, you've been hit by a bus, go to the orthopedist.
Yes.
You know, if this is a slow wear and tear thing that we can intervene at an earlier stage, then come to us.
Come to you, and people have, and we have some amazing testimonials from some of your patients. Let's go ahead and take a look at those.
I was super desperate, to be honest with you. I mean, I wanted to be able to run, bike, and do all the things that I currently do. It was very, very new, and I was a little bit skeptical, but man, like night and day difference. After I had the procedure done, I had slept that night for the first night in no pain, other than feeling like, you know, some swelling maybe around where the needles had been injected. And the next day, no pain. Anytime the knee was bent. Prior, I had pain, movie theater, airplane, sleeping in the fetal position, anything like that. Just felt like somebody was driving screws into my knees. And had the procedure done, and literally 2 days later, I went out for like a mile jog. Fast forward just a few months later, and I was training for my first marathon. When I had it done, my daughter was young, and I wanted to be able to do things with her. And after the procedure was done, you know, I was able to get down on my knees and go play with her and get on a plane and not be complaining about my knees. And, you know, it was like that was the epitome of my life, was this knee pain. And all of a sudden, one day, it was just gone. So for those sitting at home, go have it done. Like, go talk to somebody. Talk to me, really. Like, talk to the people in your circles. There's somebody that you know that's had this done. And I'm telling you, it works.
I feel great. I've had a problem with increasing hip pain. I have osteoarthritis. It's a hereditary thing. I've had treatments with stem cell growth factors now in both my hips, and I feel great. The pain I had that was growing constantly is almost gone, completely gone now. My activity has increased, and I feel like this is one of the things that is going to help me live a longer and more active life.
I love hearing that. They seem so excited about it. And John, you're a former professional bodybuilder, not just a little bodybuilder on the weekends, like professional. Why did you decide to do this?
Yeah, because I didn't want to do surgery. Again, I had surgeries in other parts of my body, and I didn't want to go through the pain, the ugly scarring, being off work and doing things that I didn't want to take any medication. So I decided to do some research on stem cells, and it seemed like a better option for me.
So how has it changed your life then?
Oh my gosh, it's been amazing, Gina. Before, I would get up in the morning. For the first 20 or 30 minutes, I was in pain. My knees were really loose. Just trying to go to the bathroom, get my coffee, or get in the shower, it was painful.
And you found that this really changed things.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So when you see people like this, what's the first thing you want to tell them if they're sitting at home going, I don't know if this is for me or not?
Yeah, so I want to tell them, I mean, it does work. I mean, you know, because, I mean, the whole procedure was simple. I went to see Dr. Beams, you know, took under an hour to do the procedure. He explained to me, you know, what to expect, and he injected both of my knees. Then I went back to work the same day. I had I was a little sore, but I went back to work. It was great. 2 weeks later, I felt some relief. 6 weeks later, I mean, I felt about 50% relief on my knees. I decided to test them. I went to the gym, got on the treadmill, got a light workout for about an hour, and no more pain. And if you fast forward 8 months later, here I am. I can go for hikes, go for walks with my wife, play football with the kids, and no more pain.
Such a change.
Oh,
yes,
it's amazing. Yeah, it changed my
absolutely.
life.
I love hearing that. Okay, let's remind folks, renew your lease on life as well. Dr. Kent Beams is offering one free consultation. Give his office a call at 1-833-720-STEM. Now that's actually 1-833-720-7836. Plus, right now and only for our Mile High Living viewers, they'll take 50% off all stem cell treatments. Be sure to visit BeyondStemCellsDenver.com. They paid for today's segment. Stay with us.